Hi everyone again. I'm so sorry I had to break my video into 3 parts. Now we are in part 3 of this series on speaking assessment videos. And yeah, so in the last video I was suddenly stopped because I only have 15 minutes per video, right? So for this part here, where I was talking about for the group interaction, all right, you need to ensure that you use at least 2 points from the mind map that is given to agree on, or another 2 points which we will use that which you will not agree on. So that will be sort of like your guiding point on how to stay track on the topic and concentrate and listen to what the others are saying. At the same time, you try to persuade the others to agree with you. Okay, don't be so quick to agree with the others, because you can give reasons. Instead, get others to agree with your suggestions, right? Okay, be polite yet firm. Okay, present your ideas clearly. So how are we going to do that? Okay, now let's look at some examples for initiating a discussion. So if we were to use okay, let's go into pictures. Yeah, where are my pictures? I thought I put them in my desktop, but they are not here. Okay, let's go to my Telegram and find those pictures. Okay, in my class. Okay, I had the question done. Okay, all right, let's look into the question, one of the sample questions. um, just now that I was talking about which was teachers, isn't it? Let me see. Teachers. Where is it? See, now I can't find it. I know, yeah. What task B? What are the contributions of teachers in developing a country? So it is usually given in a mind map. So the points are knowledge, okay, groom future leaders, role model, instill disciplines, develop talents. Okay, so those are the 5 points. So if you want to widen the scope of the interaction, you add in another point, right? Um, they are not just merely role models, but they are the ones who inspire students. For example, I can say that why did I become a teacher? Because I was inspired by my teachers, right? Okay, so that is one point you can add on. It can be a sub point of the point that you are given, but here you are widening the scope of the interaction. Okay, so that is the example. Now, so for example, groom future leaders. Okay, it's not just all about academic qualifications. Okay, teachers contribute in the development of the future manpower for the country, right? They are not just the future leaders in terms of, we're not just talking about leaders for Pakatan Rakyat or Pakatan Harapan. We are talking about future leaders in schools, in factories, in universities. Not just that, but even housewives are leaders because they are, grooming their children, right? Housewives are equally important, right? Every one of us are leaders. So how can you widen the scope of the interaction? So that is when you widen the scope of the topic. You don't just talk about leaders for political leaders, for example. Okay, what about knowledge? Okay, knowledge is not just academic knowledge, but skills at the same time, right? Okay, what kind of skills are we talking about? Technical skills, IT skills, tailoring skills. There are many kids today who do not know even how to sew a button when it's broken. All right. The moment my skirt is torn, I need to go find a tailor. I have no sewing skills at all. And is that is that good? Okay, right? So this is how you should discuss, okay, widen the scope of the interaction. Okay, I've given you a lot of examples here. Now I need to go into the turn-taking points. Let's go into that. Okay, let us begin. Okay, so when the 3 minutes preparation is up, you are allowed to start the discussion for 8 to 12 minutes if it's a group of 4. So how do you kickstart the discussion? You say, let us begin the discussion by saying that I strongly agree that teachers have played a very prominent role in the development of a country. Firstly, it is because of the amount of knowledge that they have. All right. Now, so those are the other points that are given there. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. Okay, right. Next, interrupting. Okay, what is interrupting? Interrupting means that when someone is speaking, you cut in, okay, the discussion. So I've had experience where candidates tend to interrupt when no one is speaking. They said, allow me to interrupt, but no one was speaking. So, that is not a, a suitable word to use to, to come into the conversation. You are only interrupted when, or you're only interrupting when someone else is speaking. Okay? Prompting. Okay, so there are many candidates, like say for example, if they are band 2 or band 3 candidates, they do not know what to say about the topic. They are just lost for words. You try to encourage them. Did you say something something? Or what happens next, candidate B? Would you like to elaborate further? All right. Okay, closing. In conclusion, as a conclusion, to conclude. Okay, how do you express agreement or partial agreement, all right, to the topic, right? I agree that with the first 2 points, that teachers increase the knowledge and they groom future leaders, but I do not agree that teachers instill discipline. Instead, I feel that the peers are the ones who instill discipline, because when we have the same group of friends, we decide whether we want to follow the rules or adhere. Better still, the better choice of word is adhere to the rules or not. In this case, I was once strongly influenced by my group of friends, because we used to have this saying in school: let's be disciplined. And we were all, in a single line, or we would be in a single file, queuing up to buy food at the canteen. Instead, the other students who decided not to follow the rules among their peers were running around in the playground. So it is not, based on this example, it is not the teachers who are instilling discipline, but their peer group friends, because their group of peer friends or peer group influence is much more stronger in school. See? Right? Okay, expressing disagreement. These are some words that you may use. I'm not going to read out every single one of it, but you may use any of these words, please take a picture of it. Or if you need me to email to you my slides, I will be happy to. Okay? And how do you persuade? Right. I urge you to consider the point that teachers acknowledge, and that is the way that teachers are contributing to the nation. Without the amount of knowledge that the teachers have, the nation would be knowledge, not knowledgeable at all. Where did we learn how to read? In school. And then the other candidate may say, no, we did not learn to read in school. We learned to read at home. Our mothers were the ones. So it's not teacher, but it's the mother. So this is how the arguments will go on and on and on. That's why it's a discussion for 12 minutes, okay? Right. And justifying your point of view, give suitable reason. Okay, for example, there was a question on, okay, why do we need to reduce the use of electricity? And there was a student who actually said that we need to reduce the use of electricity at night. Now, how is that possible? Because at night we do not have the sun and the moon is not bright enough to lighten a room. That's why we use lights at night. So it was not suitable and it was not logical. Instead, there were other candidates who said, okay, we can switch off the lights during the daytime because we have enough sunlight. Now that is logical. Okay, so justify your points of view and give your opinions. From my point of view, in my opinion, interactive skills, right? Okay, and these are the possible issues. You can take a screenshot of this and read up, yeah? Read up Reader's Digest, the Star Online, or even the New Straits Times, okay? You can even contact me, all right? Before that, okay, this is my email and my Facebook account. There were some people who asked me a lot of questions, all right, but please try to reduce the number of comments in the YouTube videos. Try to instead contact me either on Messenger or Gmail, all right? Do not call me. I will not answer personal calls, all right? And that's why I've not listed my personal number because I think it's too dangerous. I need to protect myself as well, right? So with that, thank you so much for listening in and do contact me if you have further inquiries, all right? Thank you. Bye. All the best for MUET session 2. See you then. Have a blast.